Today's AskReddit post: what are some things that sound like compliments, but are actually insults? Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. Let's get started. It's a good thing you're pretty. I work in kitchens where ribbing the servers when they screw up is a popular pastime. My go-to is it's okay. I coast through life on my good looks too. We had a young lady at work who used to say, I don't have to be smart, I'm cute. Problem is, it didn't work as well as it would have with some others. She wasn't cute. She was stunning. And she was also a brilliant engineer. So she was a stunning brilliant engineer. Do you work in a disaster film? Seriously. Next we'll get a description of her pert breasts and how she's totally not at all aware she looks like a supermodel. You were so pretty as a child. I love how you'll just wear anything. I had a friend in middle high school who wore anything. She loved going to Goodwills and buying up weird extravagant outfits. Some looked like they were for older women in the 80s. She had one jacket that looked just like the one Grandma Yetta from The Nanny wore all the time. But the thing was, while she wore anything, she looked amazing in all of it. And her look was so out there that no one dared copy her style because it would have been too obvious. Add-on. Guys, I've been gone for 2 hours. I didn't expect this much feedback. I knew a girl in high school who had 2 sides of her closet, tops and bottoms. She would just grab one from either side pretty much without looking, but she always looked great, quirky and fun. I've aspired to be like that for a decade now and I'm not there yet, haha. I think the trick is to be attractive. You're not wrong. I spend a lot of time choosing clothes because I need to make sure I'm hiding all my problem areas. Anything compliment with a word actually in it. You're actually quite pretty. You're actually smart. I don't care what everybody else says. I like you. I do this to destroy their current bonds with their other friends so that I can isolate them and manipulate them as much as I want. S. Sadistic duck. Don't be fooled by the S, it actually means sadistic. You're on top of the bell curve. What does this even mean? The heck? It means you're average but sounds like you're above average. You're very brave to wear that color. Only time it's true is white jeans on your time of the month. That is brave. Or anything white, going to an Italian restaurant and getting spaghetti and meatballs. My brain skipped the word white while reading this, so I was really hoping you didn't like your spaghetti and meatballs too hot. Ouch. Same lol. I was confused as to why spaghetti and meatballs was brave. When my art teacher said great effort. Bro, I am so impressed. I didn't think you were capable of that. Respond with wow. You're much more aware than everyone tells me. Oof, I missed some opportunities. No worries. You can always try again. I heard when the 7th episode of Star Wars came out, George Lucas gave a fairly backhanded compliment to the movie. The public will love it. I see you showered. Nice. There are lots of thin and pretty girls who wish they were as funny as you. Ouch. Wow, you are just so different. Oh, I hear the sarcasm dripping in this one. I dunno. Different can be good. I think I could say this without sarcasm. But I can definitely hear the awful sarcasm dripping version you're thinking about as well. See you later. Asterisk. Not if I see you first. Asterisk. I didn't realize for the longest time that the phrase actually meant if that person saw you first they would find a way to avoid you so you don't see them. You're pretty for a. I hate the specifiers. Like, can't I just be pretty instead of being pretty for my race, interests, or other thing? You're pretty light on your feet for your weight. You're pretty light on your feet. Twinkle toes. Don't answer to twinkle toes. It's not manly. You're the guy whose bag matches his belt. That's a really great picture of you. It doesn't look like you at all. Calling someone champ in Australia? No, not really. We use it as a way to show familiarity with friends. I thought it was cunt. You've spent too much time listening to people who parrot ignorant stereotypes on Reddit. It's irrelevant what the word is. Whether it's champ or cunt or whatever, it's about the tone you use it and whether you know the person. If you come to our country and start calling people cunt randomly, you'll be on your ass rather quickly. You gotta know the person before you call them by any sort of affectation. And even then it's still about your tone, not the words. You're so independent. It's no wonder you are still single, tbh. It's not like I have a choice, asterisk. Bless your heart. I hope the rest of your day is as pleasant as you are. Ouch, I might start saying that one. That's a Swiss Army compliment right there. Just depends on who you're saying it to. A guy gave it as a feedback to one of the professors. If I had only 1 hour left to live, I'd always choose to attend your class, as it always feels like an eternity. This is the best one I've read. I am stealing this one, lol. Your dick is cute. Thanks, I did his braids. I laughed way harder than I needed to. Add slightly smiling face to any compliment to turn it into an insult. Good comment. Slightly smiling face. Intelligent reply. Slightly smiling face. Slightly smiling face. I hate you. Slightly smiling face. You're smarter than you look. But that doesn't even sound like a compliment. Why do PPL think it's okay to say that, LMAO? I think it depends on the context. Most people just say it playfully. I always liked this one, I think from The Simpsons. I was afraid that you would respect me less. No, that would be impossible. Was this between Seymour and Super Nintendo Chalmers? You look healthy because you gained weight. Or you're getting thin. You should eat more, says my aunt whom I have not seen in 5 years. It's a culture thing, I guess. You look so healthy is a way I've heard a number of older people here in the UK tell people they've got fat. My parents are immigrants, so it took me far too long to catch on. My dad still hasn't, and beams when it's said to him. He is obese and diabetic. Go figure. Oh, that's sad. I think being healthy everywhere means someone gained weight. It's messed up. My parents are also not aware that you look so healthy is an insult, so they also smile while I roll my eyes secretly. Is this a UK specific thing? Anyone who said that to me or who I said it to has been in a genuine context, i.e., you look so healthy it's like you're glowing. You look so healthy and energetic. I'm from the UK and not heard healthy to mean fat or gained weight. Every time someone's commented on me gaining weight, they've just commented that I've put on weight. Sometimes saying I look better with it. Sometimes not. Then again, I'm northern. Maybe it's a thing down south. Pretty much any British compliment. We don't compliment anyone anyway. If we give a small one it means a lot. If we give a big one we are being sarcastic. Yay. Y'all are a bunch of dickbags. That wasn't half bad. Most people don't like a nose that big, but I think it brightens up an otherwise dull face. Similar thing said to me: the more I get to know you, the less I notice your nose. This is very much the truth. If you find someone's face weird or ugly, after looking at it for 100 hours it will start looking at least normal. Same with salaries. Oh, I see you lost some weight, especially in your face. Oh my god, I need more upvotes to give. Way to make a person feel like they were a ducking land walrus last time you saw them. For anyone reading this who is confused, the right thing to say to someone who lost weight is you look great. Don't specify how you can tell. Don't ask about numbers. Don't even mention weight at all. Really? I lost quite a bit of weight over the last few years, about 40 kg/90 lb, and I loved it when people told me I lost weight. It encouraged me to keep going. I think the issue is that you never know how someone is losing weight unless you know them. I turned skeletal from health issues at one point and everyone was like, oh my god, tell me a secret. Like, girl, I wake up every day wondering if I'll make it to the end, but thanks for telling me how much prettier I am now, even though I don't even have the energy to smile. Upside down face. Legit developed an eating disorder while regaining weight cause even though it was healthy and what I needed. All I could think at was how PPL were probably talking behind my back at how I was going back to being fat and ugly. Anything my mill says to me, upside down face. I've been dating my boyfriend for 6 years and I can already see this trend happening. Anything my boyfriend has a flaw in, she blames on me for not making him stop or blames me for not saying something to him about it. Like he's a big boy, he can make decisions himself. Face with tears of joy. You can just turn it around and subtly imply that it's a result of upbringing. Guess that's just how he was raised. Woman shrugging. I prefer. Genetics. Man shrugging. You look like you're easy to draw. Wait, I've been told this. Why is it an insult? Am I ugly? Not entirely sure, but I would assume it means you have no defining features and look very plain. If it's from an artist, it could very well mean the opposite. I love life drawing classes where the model isn't skinny and plain looking, cause if the model is bigger, has more unusual features etc, it's much more interesting and can be a lot easier to draw cause you have more reference points. So it could very well mean they look interesting genuinely as a compliment, or in the context of this thread they're either fat or weird looking. You are special. As someone with curly hair, wow, I love your hair. What does it look like straight? Basically sounds to me like wow, I love your nose. Have you ever considered rhinoplasty? Yes. Or when you do wear it straight. Wow, you look so amazing with your hair straight. Or you should wear it like that more often. Like thanks. So my natural hair I wear 99% of the time isn't enough? I should take 2 hours to straighten it every day? Same. I have curly hair and the first comment is always, do you ever straighten it? I did once and my hair is so fine that it looked flat and thin. I'll stick with my curls. Thanks. My biology teacher in high school used to love telling people I don't care what anyone else says. You're alright. It's a well-known joke though, so it actually is a full-on compliment. There's no insinuation that people actually do talk shit on the person, so it's not an insult. You are so brave for wearing that crop top and not caring what other people think. To a fat person, I like how you're defying the stereotype of the funny fat person to a fat person. You're good for being a woman. I was told you throw a football so well. For a girl, and you're pretty good at math. For a girl, ugh. Wish I'd come back with. You seem so pleasant. For an asshole. That would have been a really good comeback. For a girl. You finally got your hair cut right. Saying you're really good at that to anything someone's failing at. I said that to a garage attendant once when I was renting a car. She was the most uncommunicative and unfriendly person. I told her you're really good at your job. She was pissed off but didn't know how to respond. You're looking healthy. That means they think you're fat. Counter with, I was going to say the same of you. Wow. Or, you look even healthier. Being called special, especially for those of us with disabilities. Not only do I find it degrading, demeaning, but in general most people don't actually think that way. Often this mindset gets us into trouble too. I'm paralyzed. Waist down. Can confirm it is very insulting. The harsh reality of disabilities when it comes to people like us. We always face harsh treatments from people at a much earlier age than most other people. I've gotten into plenty of fights in school because of this. Calling someone champ in Australia. Same with bud or buddy where I'm from in Canada. I'm not your buddy, friend. I'm not your friend, guy. I'm not your guy, pal. You're not as bad as a person as I thought you'd be. A couple months after starting a new job, I had a conversation with a colleague for the first time. When it ended, they said something like, you know, you're alright. I think I may have been wrong about you. Pardon? What the duck were you working off of that you had any opinion of me at all before we interacted? Bro, you've lost so much weight. It's a compliment. But directed at someone skinny hits hard. Especially when you know you're skinny. People who tell skinny people to gain some weight or make comments about how they've lost weight can go eat a dick. Chances are they already know. I'm completely with you. It's so demeaning when you're self-aware of your body, insecure about it, and yet people have to bring it up in the midst of a conversation just for the get-go. If fat shaming is unacceptable, why is skinny shaming any more appropriate? Absolutely not my thoughts as a too skinny person myself. But I think a lot of people think it's okay or won't cause insult because you're so lucky you can eat anything you want, or because they're struggling to keep their weight down and they wish to be skinnier. I'm trying to bulk out just as much as you're trying to cut fat. Live. Bless your heart. Unless it's said by an elderly southern woman, then that is just plain insulting. I'm from the south and those women can make anything sound insulting while using nice words so they can claim they were trying to be kind if called on it. I've known men pros at the backhanded compliment. When a fat girl posts a full body picture on Instagram and her friends leaves comments like "OMG, I wish I had your self-esteem." Double quote. If she didn't feel anything after seeing these comments, I would really like to have that amount of self-esteem. You know, I've heard a lot of bad things about you, but I don't think they're true after meeting you. Then just walk away and don't answer any question they ask you. You tried your best. I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. This actually isn't an insult, though, for half the hobbits. He wish he knew them better because they're great people. The part of the crowd he doesn't like is less than half, and even then, he states they probably deserve to be liked twice as much. I'm happy to see you've reached your full potential. One of my high school English teachers said this to a kid that capo cheesed himself during SAT prep. You walk awfully light for a fat girl. I mean, if fat is in the sentence, come on. Bro, you actually watched the whole video. I'd give you a high five if I was a human. Make sure to click the like button and subscribe for more great content. See you next time.